Good morning, students. I am very happy to see you in this online session for grade 10th. I think you are well and good at your home. Okay. So last class, I started the lesson, started the grammar portion, uses of modal auxiliaries. Okay, last class, I started the grammar, uses of modal auxiliaries. Okay, uses of modal auxiliaries is very important in spoken English. Okay, each words have different meanings. Okay, meanings will come, different mood will come. Okay, if you want to other primary auxiliaries, when you are using the mood of the speaker, we cannot find. Okay, it is a very plain, okay, statement will come. But if you are using the modal auxiliaries, we could say that, okay, how the mood of the speaker, how the mood of the situation. For example, one example I will say you. Okay, it may rain, it might rain. Okay, two words are there in modal auxiliaries. It may rain means more possibility. Okay, it might rain means less possibility. Have you understood? So two words have different, okay, mood, okay, different meaning or different scene. Okay, context will come. Okay, come here, modal auxiliaries. Last class, nearly 8 rules I gave in the class. Okay, can, where we should use can. Okay, can, 3 places are there. What, may, what are the places we can use may, and what are the places we could use might, should, okay, will, shall. Okay, most of the things, okay, I said 8-9 rules. Okay, but in English language, this modal auxiliaries are unlimited. Okay, so many things are there. But as a 10th grade students, we have a syllabus. According to that, we learn. After that, when you go for your higher studies, you can read more. Okay, have you studied the 8 rules? Higher choice, what you should do means, okay, you should read, understand what are the places we can use can, what are the places we can use may. Very simple. If you read from beginning to end, it is somewhat confusing for you. Okay, so what I say means, okay, like that you read. Okay, the next one is should. I think ninth rule. Should is used. Should is used in all persons. Should is used in all persons to express duty or obligation. For example, right? Should is used in all person to express duty or obligation. We should obey the law. We should obey the laws. You should keep your promise. You should keep your promise. Third one is children should obey their parents. Okay. So listen, students, after that you write. Wait, listen, after that you write. Should is used in all persons to express duty or obligation. Okay, duty or obligation. Okay, obligation means nothing but it is a compulsion. Okay, compulsion word is this obligation. According to the Random Martin grammar, we have several words for obligation or compulsion. One word is should. Okay, we can use should for that. We can use must for that. we can use ought to for that, we can use have to, we can use, okay, so many words we can use for compulsion, okay. See here, should is used in all persons to express duty or obligation, but the variation is very simple only, okay. When you are reading the examples you could know that, okay. Okay, so should is used in all persons to express duty plus obligation, compulsion. We should obey the laws, we should obey the laws, okay. This word we can use for ought to also, okay. Wait, you should keep your promise, you should keep your promise. Children should obey their parents. Right, fast, right. Right, fast. Should is used in all persons to express duty or obligation. Obligation, we should obey the laws. Okay, here after 4 words we are going to do in compulsion words. Okay, the next one is okay. 10th one is must. Okay, what I said the same way you do it. Okay, whenever I am taking, if you can't write means leave lines, write neatly, then only you can refer. You are small children, I know very well. On seeing your notes, you are not taking the notes properly, but take neatly. One rules give some gap between one rules. Underline important words. Then when you are revising, okay, it is easy to find out the keywords. Okay, the next one is must. Must is used. Must is used to express necessity or obligation. Necessity or obligation. For example, you must improve your spellings. You must improve your spelling. We must get up early in the morning. Okay. Listen students, here the second rule is listen, after that you can write. Okay, first listen, after that you write. Must, the next word is must is used to express necessity or obligation. Must is used to express necessity or obligation. Okay. So here the word is necessity. Necessity. Okay, here duty. Okay, that's should we can use for duty. Okay, we should obey the laws. We should keep your promise. Children should obey their parents. Okay, these are all our duty. Here necessity. What are the necessities we have? Okay, we must improve your spelling. You must improve. That is your necessity. Then we must get up early in the morning. Okay, difference. Duty means what? This necessity means what? Okay, write fast. Write fast, write fast. Little bit write fast. Okay, I can't wait the time. Okay, in the online classes. So some students feel some difficulty. Students, you do one thing, you know very well, okay, how to operate this YouTube. So after the class also you listen first what I am saying. Okay, after that you see. This is not. This is actually a knowledge. We should understand. Must is used for necessity and obligation. Don't think that without the learning must where we should use necessity plus obligation. Obligation means compulsion. That's all. Okay. So don't think this is any different word. Compulsion word is must. Okay. So you must improve your spellings. Okay. This type of knowledge will not come. Okay, on seeing the class. You should prepare, you should practice, you should read again and again, then only you can understand. Okay, the next write fast. The next one is ought to. ought to expresses moral obligation. Okay, ought to expresses, ought, O-U-G-H-T, ought to expresses moral obligation. For example, 1. We ought to love our neighbors. We ought to love our neighbors. We ought to help them. Okay. Now listen. What is this? Ought to expresses moral obligation. Ought to expresses moral obligations. Okay, listen. 3 obligations we have completed. Yes. One is should be completed, must be completed. The third one is ought to. Ought to expresses moral obligations. Okay, moral obligations means according to religion, according to our situations. Okay, so here, okay, moral obligations. Okay, this is not necessity, any obligations, moral. We ought to love our neighbors. We ought to love our neighbors. This is not necessity. Okay, this is moral. Okay, you ought to love our neighbors. You ought to help him. We ought to help poor people. Okay, it is not compulsion. It is not in our law. Okay, not in our constitution. We ought to help the poor people, but it is our moral compulsion. Have you understood? Right. Right fast. Ought to expresses moral obligation. We ought to love. If you want to mention this also, because you can easily identify. Okay, write neatly. The next one is used to. Used to expresses. Okay, used to expresses discontinued habit. For example, there used to be a house there. There used to be a house there. I used to live there when I was a boy. Okay, now listen. Used to expresses discontinued habit. Okay, used to expresses discontinued habit. Okay, there used to be a house there. I used to live there when I was a boy. Okay, so we say in past. Okay, are you listening? Used to means discontinued habit. Discontinued habit. Okay. Okay, one more example I will say. Okay, I used to read. I used to read till 10 when I was young. 10 o'clock. Okay. 10 o'clock. lived till 10. Okay, when I was young. Okay, so this type of discontinued habit. Okay, I used to play tennis. I used to play cricket when I was a young boy. Okay, I used to swim across the river when I was young. So these words for discontinued habits. Okay, there used to be a house there. Okay, there used to be, now there is no house, but once there was a house. Then I used to live there when I was a boy. When I was a boy, I lived there. But now I am not living there. Discontinued. Okay, that habit discontinued. I used to read till 10 when I was young. Okay, till 10 when I was young. But now I am not reading that much time. Okay, take down fast. Take down fast. Take it fast. Right soon. Right soon. The next two more rules are there. I think two more rules are there. Write fast. Don't waste your time. The next one is the auxiliary need. Auxiliary. The auxiliary need denotes necessity. Okay. The auxiliary need denotes necessity. For example, okay, the auxiliary need denotes necessity. He need not go. He need not go. He need not go. The second one is I need hardly. I need hardly take his help. I need hardly take his help. One needs to be careful. One needs to be careful. Okay, here, okay, the auxiliary need denotes necessity. Okay, he need not go now. Necessity, we can use for necessity. I need a pen. Okay, that is that need denotes necessity only. That is main verb. Here, auxiliary need denotes necessity. We are talking about modal auxiliaries. Okay, he need not go. It is here acts as a helping verb. Okay, he need hardly take his help. One needs to be careful. Okay, so if it comes in auxiliary verb, it denotes necessity. Okay, write fast. Write soon. The next one is okay, this is the last rule for you. 14th rule. Okay, 14th rule. Write first. The auxiliary is nothing but helping verb. Okay, how many times I am saying also you are not listening that. Okay, take the notes. It is very important. Okay, come. The auxiliary there. The auxiliary there means to brave enough to. To brave enough to. This is the auxiliary there. And ordinary verb. Ordinary verb dare means challenge. See, okay, for example, he dare not, he dare not take, he dare not take such a step. He dare not take such a step. Second one, he dare not do it. He does not, doesn't dare speak to me. Okay. So listen carefully, students. This one is very important. The auxiliary or helping verb dare, D-A-R-E, meaning is to brave enough to. Okay, to brave enough to, opposite of coward. You have the bravery to brave enough to do that work. Okay, that is dare. Ordinary verb dare means challenging. Okay, come here. He dare not take such steps. This is helping verb dare. Okay, he can't do that. Okay, because I am stronger than that man. Okay, so we are saying, okay, he dare not take such steps. Okay, he because he is fear of you. You dare not take such steps. He dare not do it. The same meaning only. Okay, he does not dare. Here, dare is a main verb. Okay, so here challenging. He does not dare speak to me. Okay, I am challenging you. Okay, you can't speak to me. Okay, that is daring. Okay, can't is different meaning. I am just for example. He does not dare to dare speak to me. Okay, write fast. 14 rules. Write fast, students. Write fast. So auxiliary dare, to brave enough to. Ordinary verb dare, challenging. I asked so many students. Okay, only few students are taking the notes correctly and reading the rules. All the other students are not at all taking. This is the pandemic time, but at the same time years are moving. We whatever sources we are getting, we should catch it and we should learn. That is the only possibility. Don't think that you are free, you do not do any works like that. Don't think in your mind. Okay, this is not like a regular classes. Okay, someone will feed you in the schools like that. It will not happen. Have you understood? So this is your responsibility to take the notes, and you should ask doubts to the teachers if you have doubts. Okay, have you understood, students? Okay, some more additional examples I will give you. Okay, just write. Okay, the first one is okay, some example. Okay, right. First one, could you pass me the salt? Could you pass me the salt? Could you pass me the salt? Polite request. Request to this also right. Polite request. Okay. Now, could you pass me the salt? Okay. Could you pass me? Could you? So these are all polite words. Could you pass me the salt? We should not ask. Okay. Could you pass me the salt? This is one. Okay. I said the same. Okay. The second one is it might rain. Okay. It might rain. The next one is it might rain tomorrow. Okay, it might rain. Okay, less possibility. I already said. Okay, less positive. Okay. So it is. Could you pass me the salt? Polite request. It might rain tomorrow. less positive. For example, it may rain, that is more possibility. It might rain, less possibility, and less positive word, this one. Okay. Would you lend me your bike? Okay, would you lend me your bike? It is actually, would you lend me your bike is, it is also a polite verb. Okay, would you lend me your bike? When comparing to will you lend me your bike? Okay, it is a polite way of asking. Would you lend me your bike? Okay, some additional I gave 4. In our textbook we have no rules, but in the lower classes you studied. Some students said to their parents, all these things we studied in the lower classes. Okay, yes, grammar is studied in your lower classes, but how confident you are, that is very important. Okay, I can say yes, take 8th grade grammar book, it is there. Okay, grammar is not like that. You should write once. We are students, you are students. Okay, you are not teachers. Teachers, how long they are preparing grammar? Okay, so you are a student. One more time you write. Don't say it is in my 8th grammar book. It is in my 9th grammar book. Don't say like that. Once you take the notes, have you understood? So 14 rules I gave you. 10th grade level, this much is enough. Okay. Then additional for your spoken English, I gave 3 words. Okay, all of you take your textbook. All of you take your textbook. It is page number. It is page number. Okay, 12. It is page number 12. It is there, but the rules are not given. Rules in the 9th grade text. Okay, so this 4, keep it in your mind. These 14 are very important, but additional things you will get from 9th grade textbook. Okay, you will just refer it. Okay, 1 or 2 first this A exercise A. Complete the sentence using appropriate models. The clues in the bracket will help you. This is the beginning level. Okay, how to identify the this modal auxiliaries. Next one is rewrite the following sentence by rectifying the errors in the use of models. There you should correct the errors. Next, dialogues. What are the ways we should write? Okay, come here. 1 or 2 I will say you. After that you do the as a homework. Okay. When I was a child, I dashed climb trees easily, but now I can't. When I was a child, I dashed climb trees easily, but now I can't. Ability in the past. Okay, we can use ability in the present means can, past means could. When I was a child, I could climb tree easily, but now I can't. Ability in the past. Determination. I dash win this singing context. Determination. Okay. I will win this singing context or determination. So refer and write the answers. Okay. I'm not. Don't take the guide and don't write the answers. You refer from these rules. Okay. And answer for those questions. Okay. Try to write your answers. Okay, so next class we will see the answers, but some more dialogues, modal auxiliaries are there. Try your level best, otherwise I will tell the answer for you. Answer just copying from the guide, or I am dictating. First you write your own answer. If it is wrong also, no problem. You are in a learning process only. Don't bother about that. Make mistakes and correct it. Okay, so good. I completed uses of auxiliary verbs. Take this as a very important grammar part. Okay, thank you students.